morning. Today I am starting that topic radioactivity. Radioactivity. Here it comes under the topic nuclei only. Nuclei. In this chapter, 6 marks. For about 2 marks, it goes only for 2 or 3 marks goes only for this nuclear fission, fusion, and all that. The problems also they'll ask, but a few problems, maybe 2 mark problems they'll ask. And here there are two derivations are very important. Then what is radioactivity? Radioactivity is the phenomenon of certain nucleus like uranium, thorium, and all that. There are heavy nuclei whose atomic mass is more than 200 or 206 or 207. No? They spontaneously disintegrate. They disintegrate. How disintegrate? Spontaneously. Spontaneously disintegrate. It emits certain radiations. Emits certain radiations. And these radiations are certain highly penetrating. They are highly penetrating radiations. Okay, like what are alpha, beta, gamma radiation? Now, this is called parent nucleus. After emitting the radiation becomes daughter nuclei. Therefore, the phenomenon in which the nuclei of heavy elements disintegrate, the disintegrate parent to daughter disintegrate. What type of emissions? Spontaneously emitting certain radiation. These radiations are highly penetrating radiations. It's called radioactivity. It is discovered by what? Becquerel, Henry Becquerel. Becquerel, Becquerel. Becquerel. Don't bother about the spelling. Around Henry Becquerel. And what are the radiation emits? Alpha, beta, gamma radiations. See, what is alpha, beta, gamma? Look, inside the nucleus, what will happen inside the nucleus? No, you know what is the nucleus? Inside the atom, there is a nucleus. A neutron converted into proton and an electron. It converted into proton and electron. This is disintegrate. These electrons is called beta particles. That means it emits. This is called beta decay. They call it. When a neutron converted into proton and emit an electron, this electron coming out of this nucleus is called beta decay, beta particle. What are beta particles are? Electrons. And what is alpha particle? Alpha particle is nothing but helium ion. Helium ion. What is an helium ion? 2 proton and 2 neutrons forms an helium ion. Helium atom, you remove 2 electrons, becomes a helium ion. And what is the mass of the alpha particle? 4 atomic mass unit. Right? 4 atomic mass unit. Now, what is gamma particles? Gamma particles are electromagnetic radiation there. Alpha particles. Got it? They are electromagnetic radiation, high penetrating power. Now, a nucleus, certain laws, see, it all the radioactive element, Sodek group displacement law, it obey Sodek group displacement law, but it is there are not. I don't want to tell that at present it comes under chemistry. For that present, for the derivation, there is one derivation is there. Nt is equal to n naught e to power of minus lambda t. You derive this. This is for 3 marks. They'll ask you. This is same for even this first order reaction, chemical reaction in chemistry, physical chemistry also. their rate constant of the first order reaction are similar. There also half-life, here also half-life we do it. Now they may ask you state radioactive disintegration law. Radioactive disintegration law is what? See, suppose you have the nucleus, there are about say 1000 particles are there initially, N naught. After 2 years, after say 2 years, if you count, it will be about 900 particles, nucleons are there, right? After 2 years, another 2 years, it is say 820 particles. Another 2 years, like this it is, number of particles keep on reducing. This after 4 years, 1000 becomes 820. Now how much is disintegrate here? It disintegrated 100 particles come out. Here how much is disintegrated particle? 80 particles disintegrated. Now number of particle disintegrated, this is called number of particle after 2 years. This is number of particle disintegrated after 4 years, like this. Now number of particles 100 disintegrated because depends upon number of particle initially started. Because it was 1000, therefore it disintegrated 100. Because of 900 it disintegrated 80. Because 820 there is it number of particle disintegrated maybe 72 or something like that. It may change. Therefore, what is disintegration? Number of particles disintegrated per unit time. This is called number of particle, number of atoms disintegration. That is disintegration. Depends on per unit of this, depends on number of atoms present initially or previously, right? Like this. Therefore, this is called radioactivity. Number of atoms present at any time is this NT. What is number of atoms at 0? 1000. Number of atoms present at any time after 2 years? 900. Number of atoms present after 4 years? 820. Like that. See now, if we take N naught is number of atoms initially started with when T equal to 0. Then what? This is number of atoms present after 2 years. The number of atoms present after 4 years. Understood? Present. And number of atoms present after 6 years, so on. Number of atoms. And how much is disintegrated? After 2 years, 100 it is. After 200, 100 disintegrated. Again, how much after 4 years? How much is disintegrated? 90. Because 1000 was there, 100 disintegrated. Here, 900 was there, 90 is disintegrated. Here, 800 was there, therefore 72 is disintegrated. It depends. Therefore, here how to represent number of parent atom disintegrated per unit time directly proportional number of atom present at that time. This is called law of radioactivity. State this is called law of radioactivity, or this is also called decay law. You have to write the proper sentence. The rate of decay, that means the rate of decay of radioactive substance at any time, or any instant they call at any time, is directly proportional to number of parent atoms present in the sample at any instant of time. See, this writing is 1 mark. Remember, slowly write down. What is law of radioactivity? Law of radioactivity means rate of decay of radioactive element. right? At any instant of time, directly proportional to number of parent atom present at the sample at any instant of time. This at any instant of time is this is called law of radioactivity. Again I will repeat because this is 1 mark. Therefore, the rate of disintegration, radioactive, this is what? Radioactive disintegration of the substance at any instant, at any time, at any instant. And any instant of time is directly proportional to number of atoms present at the sample at that instant of time. This is called law of radioactivity. Now, I write it for if show that they may ask you, show that Nt is equal to N0 e to the power of minus lambda t. Right? According to let Nt is equal to number of atom present at any instant of time, and N0 is equal to number of atoms originally present when t equal to 0, when time is equal to 0, or number of atom original number of present at the time when t equal to 0. You understood? Now here, according to law of radioactivity, or what is this? Rate of disintegration. This is rate of disintegration, radioactive, the rate of decay of radioactive substance at any instant is directly proportional to number of atom present, number of parent atom present at that sample at that any instant. Therefore, what I write? Minus dNt by dt is equal to some constant into Nt. What is this constant? This constant says that lambda is equal to the constant proportionality constant or constant. This constant is also called decay constant. This is called decay constant. Now what you do? You send this side dNt by dt is equal to minus lambda Nt, you send it. Now this you bring this side, you send that side. Therefore, dNt by Nt is equal to minus lambda dt. I do it. See, now integrate both the side. See, there is an integration, you know. What is an integration? Integration of dx by x is equal to what? Log x by c, correct? And plus c. Then integration of dx is equal to x plus c, or integration of dt is equal to t plus c. X plus t is, got it here, x. Here instead of x, what you got? C. Integration of, instead of x you got n. Here also n, what will write? Log n by c plus c, correct? Instead of x I got n. Here also instead of n I got nt. Therefore what you write? This is log, instead of n you got n suffix t. What is the base c? Is it not? Base c is equal to minus lambda. dt is what? T. Here c1, here also c2, both become c1 minus c2 is what? C. See, this is the first equation. Understood now? See, now you want to evaluate this c. You want to evaluate what is the value of c. When t equal to 0, what will happen? Nt becomes what? N0, correct? Nt becomes N0, here see. Therefore what? Log, when t becomes 0, Nt becomes N0 base c is equal to minus lambda. T becomes 0, no? 0 plus c. 0 into anything, 0. Therefore c is equal to what? C is equal to log N0 base c, correct? This c you substitute here. That I am substituting here. Therefore, what I'll write here, log nt base c is equal to minus lambda t. C is what? C is log n naught base c. Now you bring this side, log nt base c minus log n naught base c is equal to minus lambda t. There is a formula, log m minus log n is equal to log m by n. You know this, right? Therefore, that I write it log nt by n naught base c is equal to minus lambda t. Also, you have learnt if m is equal to a to the power of x, that implied log m base a is equal to x. First year PUC, you learnt. What is the reverse process? If log m base a is equal to x, that implies m is equal to a to the power of x. In place of m, you have got it what? Log nt by n1. Right? You have base e, instead of a, you got e. Therefore, you send this side. As a result, what you get? nt by n naught is equal to e to the power of minus lambda. Small e becomes big E, this becomes small. Then you cross multiply, nt is equal to n naught e to the power of minus lambda t. Now this you have got the equation, right? Now how the graph, this is what? Variation of number of atoms at any instant with respect to time. See, if n naught is the number of atom initially started with, it is not straight line, it is what? Varying, like a, because negative, no. Therefore, you write nt is equal to n naught e to the power of minus lambda t. Right? It is varying like this. You are done. For this, how much marks they will give you? See, marks they will give like this. Writing this 1 mark. That means show that further they are writing this law, this sentence. If you write like this, if you write up to this, 1 mark. Then you are doing integration and writing the c, value of c. And your value of c, you are doing it and substituting. C, no, you are substituting, getting 1 mark. Substituting the value, but substituting you put it, then further simplification you have done now. This is 1 mark. If you show this graph, it will be better for NTM. Easy, no? Easy. What type? This is exponentially decreasing. How does they may ask? What type of question they'll ask? This one. How does? See, how does the number of radioactive atoms varies with time? That is a question. The number of atom present in the radioactive decreases exponentially. The answer is what? The number of atom. What is the answer? The number of atom present. The number of parent atom present in radioactive sample decreases exponentially with respect to time. There are t you have to write. Time with respect to time, it decreases. Now here 10,000, say 1,000. After some time it becomes 500, is it not? This is NT. NT is what? Number of atoms present at that time. I'll write it again clearly. See one thing. The number of atom at any time along y-axis. T is the time. This is the origin. This number of atom initially started is exponentially decreasing. Now if it says 1,000, after some time it becomes 500, is it not? This time is called half-life. This is called what? half life. 500 is nothing but 1000 by 2 or n naught by 2. Therefore, what is decay constant is what lambda is equal to decay constant, is not. See here, what is the lambda? Lambda is what? Decay constant. See, if lambda, if t is equal to 1 by lambda, what happens? If t is equal to 1 by lambda, what happens? Let us see. Nt is equal to n naught e to the power of minus lambda. T is equal to 1 by lambda. Lambda and lambda get cancelled. Therefore, n naught e to the power of minus 1 or n naught by 1 by e. See, e is the value. It lies between 2 and 3. But 1 by e is equal to 0.37. Remember, 1 by e is 0.37. See, now I'll write it here. So, nt is equal to what you get? Nt is equal to n naught 1 by e, no? N naught 1 by e or n naught 0.37 or 0.37 means 37 by 100 or 37% of n naught nt. That means, what do you mean by this? When t becomes 1 by lambda, right, or lambda is equal to 1 by t, one and the same, what happened? Nt becomes what? 37% of n naught. See, if you want to mug up, what is they may ask you, define decay constant, lambda. Decay constant is reciprocal of time. Decay constant of radioactive. See, decay constant of a radioactive substance, see, is defined as, what is outread this? Outread this reciprocal of time. Reciprocal of time. Here only the problem, during which in that time, within that time, the number of atom becomes how much? Number of atom becomes the number of atoms, during which the number of atoms present in the sample reduces to what? Number of atoms reduces 1 by eth time. 1 by eth time of its initial value. Of its initial value. Or instead of 1 by eth time, it reduces to 35 or 37% of its initial value. This is 1 mark. See, it requires English knowledge. What is the decay constant? Is reciprocal of decay constant of a radioactive substance, reciprocal of the time. Within that time, what happens? The number of atom reduces to 1/8 time of the initial value or 37% of the initial value. That you have to mug up and write it. Therefore, then what is the define half-life? Define half-life. Now, I draw the diagram. The number of atom at any time and t is the time. N naught is number of atom initially taken. You have got it like this. This is what? Nt is equal to n naught e to the power of minus lambda t, isn't it? Now, if you take 1000, it becomes 500 after some time, right? When t becomes capital T, see, when t becomes capital T, this is called half-life. In chemistry, you write T half, you write it, the first order reaction. It's half-life. Then what will happen? Number of atom present becomes what? This is what? 500 is what? N naught by 2 is not. Nt becomes N naught by 2. Therefore, you substitute here. You try. Therefore, what? What is half-life? Define half-life. Sometime textbook T half, they'll write it. Half-life of a radioactive substance. Half-life of radioactive substance. Defined as the time during which in this time, during which the number of parent atom, what is number of parent atom, reduces to half its initial value. What is initial value? 1000. Half of the initial value becomes 500. Therefore, half-life, the half-life of radioactive substance is defined as the time during which the number of parent atoms reduces to half of its initial value. Right? Now what will happen? See, this I am going to do it. Nt is equal to n naught e to the power of minus lambda t. No, when t becomes capital T, nt becomes n naught by 2. You substitute n naught by 2 here. N naught by 2 is equal to n naught e to the power of minus lambda. T becomes capital T, is not. N naught get cancelled. 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by e to the power of lambda t. Cross multiply. E to the power of lambda t is equal to 2. Can you follow? Take log both sides. Base E. Then you know this formula, no? Log m to the power of n is what? N log m. N log m. You know this, right? Then what will happen? Lambda t log e base e is equal to log 2 base e. Now you know log, what is this? Log e base e is what? 1, no? There is a formula. Remember, log a base a is equal to 1. The log e base e is what? 1. Therefore you get lambda t is equal to log base e base 2, you get it. Right? Now this base is e. You want to convert for calculation 2.303, you have to put log base 10. Base e to log base 2 log 2 is equal to lambda t. See, without calculation you write 0.693, you write it 0.693. If you do it through Clark's table, you will get that only, lambda t. Therefore, half-life, that means half-life is equal to 0.693 by lambda. They may ask you for this, define half-life, 1 mark. Define half-life, 1 mark. The expression for this, for 2 marks they'll ask you. Assuming this value, 1 plus 2, 3 marks they'll ask you. Therefore, be thorough. Surely they'll ask you this. Half-life is inversely proportional to decay constant. Right?